This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.
Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Hello and welcome everybody to a special edition. It's the edition of Bark River, Michigan. Here we are, round number 9, as the series is past the halfway point, and as we creep up on the finishing, the points have tightened up. Luke Knupp with 360 points. Holden Heiritter with 351 points, only 9 points back, and Mason Prater 15 points out of the lead. It's all going to come down tonight here in Bark River. Who's going to establish the top position? We'll find out. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Arnold, joined alongside Austin Knight via the internet here. So we're a beautiful evening in Bark River, Michigan.
Yeah, beautiful.
Austin, how's it going?
It's going absolutely fantastic. Beautiful afternoon here in Bark River. Not a cloud in the sky, and we're here to see who's going to be the top dog, as some might say.
Well, lots of controversy from coming out of unfortunate Crandon short course. So let's see. I know the admins had a lot of stuff to talk to some of the drivers about, and we'll see how the game is played tonight. Luke Knupp looks like so far out on the track. The 77. From Peoria, Arizona.
First driver to put down a time, and Luke was involved in that last race incident, and it's not surprised to see who is joining him in second place as well. Colton Heiritter.
That's right, Heiritter, though it was a little bit of it. He had a little bit tougher run. You know, unfortunately didn't make the podium last week, but this week looking to change that here. So we look on board here, and Holden. That awesome shot there. You can see out the side what he's seeing.
Yeah, he's working that wheel too.
Yeah, a lot of finesse.
And Bark River, this is the first time we're seeing Bark River here on iRacing, and it's one of those tracks that get a little bit weird. And I say a little bit weird is the start-finish line and the pit-in line are completely two separate areas. So the pace lap here is going to be very awkwardly led. But if you've never been around a lap of Bark River, Dave is going to take you through a lap of Bark River right now.
All right, up and over the finish line, or start-finish line there as they come around. So quick bend to the right. A couple of stutter bumps are going to hit as they come through here. Pop it up into a sweeper left. As it tightens up the radius. It's like a big 90-degree horseshoe there. And settles the truck there with a couple more bumps there, a little bit of a chicane. Oh, no. Well, that's not how you're going to take it around the course, but nevertheless, you get the idea. Yeah. Hate it when those berms get in your way. See if we can pick it back up again here through that little chicane.
Where we left off. Keaton Swain.
Through the chicane, up the big jump.
A little tap to the outside wall.
into one of the right-handers, into a left, quick switchback. And it's a long run as they come around.
One of the trickiest jumps in all of off-road racing. Gonna have to take that.
It's off camber.
Very.
Yeah. So you got to really be careful on how you're setting up the truck there.
Tightest turn, of course. And across the line, that is a lap around Bark River. And thank you, Keaton Swain, for finishing off that lap. Really sitting in second place as Mason Prater in a brand new paint tonight. Sitting up there in first. Currently in third of the championship, but he looks to be improving on that position.
Actually kind of digging that paint scheme there. Kind of sinister and stealthy in the front.
Dark Knight.
There you go. Prater's got the quick time to start off here. Let's see what's going to happen. Swain sitting second, Knupp in third, Heitritter fourth, Drapkin in fifth. Nice setup there on the turns. Seeing the guys have been turning a few laps. I know iRacing's been diligently working to make sure that this track is not lit. That's what you were talking about, the off camber. And look at that. That just totally unsettles the truck. In real life, I've seen many trucks slip off of there. Yeah, go for the replay there. Kind of the...
Oh, he hit the berm on the inside, and just look how far he travels.
Fairly nice recovery there. See that big bump he hits there really unsettled the truck there. So qualifying still going on. And is that Drapkin there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Last
Net
week's
coding
winner.
going on.
Yeah, last week's winner. Controversial winner, but he did take the win, and it was all legal, and you know.
No penalties were assessed.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he's in the championship fight or not. He's still going to race for wins, which is how everyone should be doing it. He's going to give us a big jump. Going back into the eastern part of the track.
Northeastern. It's the nor'easter. I want to say a big thanks to all of our sponsors that make this possible, of course. Companies like CBR Performance Products, Dirt Sports World, the voice of off-road motorsports, Sparco, Signature Propellers, Rigid Industries, It's Not Clean.
It's super clean.
It's not clean.
It's super clean.
And Sunwest Supply, and of course AIM Data, keeping all the truck information right at your fingertips. So as we continue to qualify here, Prater still the quick time out on the track. Keaton Swain, Luke Knupp holding Heitritter, Drapkin currently sitting fifth, Nicholas Dachalet, El Poste, Arbula in the seventh slot there, Hardesty eighth. Ooh, is that George Lamosis, 188?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Hot Wheels on the side.
It's certainly got some Hot Wheels right there. He just spanked the outside wall. Yeah, Drapkin's not lit up this race, though. He's going for that win. He's currently sitting in 5th place. We're expecting 3 different heats tonight.
Yeah, an unprecedented number of drivers turning out here to race Bark River, Michigan here. I believe 30 plus drivers is what I was hearing. So if it all goes, we're going to be running 3 heats, possibly 6 laps. Top 2 will qualify. Then the LCQ, which will take the top 5, and those will be a shortened, I believe, 4 laps.
Yes, 4 laps for the LCQ, 6 laps for the heats, competition caution on lap 3. But before we get underway, I think we have to go to a little special message from our friends over at Racers for Christ.
All right, let's get some racing in. So stoked to see you guys doing the virtual racing thing, and that you invite me to be a part of that. So let's kick this off with a prayer, and please bow with me. Father, we're just so stoked with these guys. They're all out here racing and make the most of these uncertain times. And Father, with our uncertain times, we just put those in your hands, and that gives us faith, knowing that you got us covered. You're God, we are not, and we can rest with insurance that you will take care of us no matter what we're doing. So I pray for these guys with their safety, that they're keeping themselves healthy and they're keeping their immune system strong, and that you would be a part of all that, Father. And whether they're racing on a computer or they're racing in real life, we just give you, we put our life in your hands, and we just give you all the glory and praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, you guys have fun. I can't wait to see you in the real staging lanes, and hopefully sometime soon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And welcome back to the iRacing Short Course Series. We are here live for heat number 1, as our drivers are all lined up and ready to go for our first heat. And here is our grid. Elliott Watson is going to be starting up there on pole position ahead of Terry Miller. Alan Ampudia right behind him, followed by Shaden Minder, Trey Hernquist, David Gasper, Rock Dickerson, Caden Danbury, Ashton Perfect, Jake Hill, and Chase Carr, followed by Brandon Shiramonte at the end of this 12-car grid for this first heat. 6 laps ready for each driver.
Well, I can tell you this is going to be a tough one for sure, seeing the names that are in the first heat race that didn't qualify are ready for the main event. Oh, my goodness. Very shocking. Very cool to see Elliott Watson up on the front there. Great to see Allen and Pudia back. Miller, Minder, Trey Hernquist.
We got a little
Hernquist
bit of a
Motorsports there.
glitch. There's somebody in between Shiramonte and Carr on the timing screen, but there isn't.
Hmm.
I think Shiramonte's name is too big that it just added another. We need to just like find a shorter name for Brandon. But this is an odd thing. The pace truck, I do not see it lined up in front of the drivers. I see it lined up beside the drivers. So
That's it. Someone better wake up Gary Lane.
yeah, Gary needs to get on his stuff, or I think he was just like me and was just chilling with himself, just enjoying the nice scenery, enjoying the new track, enjoying the nice sounds that play along with it, enjoying the two lion statues that are sitting right beside the start-finish line. Not sure why there are lion statues there, but racetracks do what they do. As we're just flying above head, looking at Elliott Watson and looking at this field. Anyone stick out to you?
I mean, there's a lot. Allen and Pudia. I mean, Watson, Minder's been quick. Curious to see what Trey's going to do. David Gasper, good to see him in here. He's a quick one of my mod kart kits. Dickerson kills it in short course as well as the desert. Let's see. Jake Hill, quick little driver on the 170s. Ashton Perfect.
It's not Ashton Perfect. I've just been given information that it's actually Brooke in the 96 tonight.
Brooke, right on. Well, I know her and her brother have been doing some desert racing there, and that's pretty cool. I know the Slash X Ranch, they just had that race up there.
It's Brooke.
That's
Perfect,
very cool.
right?
Yep, Brooke.
Okay.
Who just had a birthday not too long ago.
Happy birthday, Brooke.
All part of the Great American Short Course family.
There we go.
Yeah, of course, Trey Erquist, and pretty well known for their Class 5 Baja Bug.
And
pretty cool.
we got a message from Connor Berry saying it's a stopped start. I'm not sure what that means. So, is it just a standing start?
Yep, standing start. There we go.
No, it's not.
Green.
One of the drivers just pulled off immediately, but yeah, we're green here at Bark River. And immediately, that's Hernquist off and around. Alan Pudia in second place, right behind Elliott Watson. Trey Miller in third. Your top three drivers. They head through the little chicane S's and up through the jump.
And look at this. Watson getting pushed around by Allen and Pudia back there.
And Pudia looking down the inside. Bit of contact right there. Watson going wide into the berms. And you can see the amount of damage already for Impudia. Being a little bit physical.
Ooh, both leading on each other there. Impudia. Both Baja 1000 winners. Elliott Watson, though, has got a few short course championships.
And Impudia snuck down the inside, took the lead, but getting the elbows out is Watson.
Watson answers right back to the inside. Here we go. Look at this. Nose to tail there with Watson and Pudia.
And Pudia railed on that berm for a while, tried to go down to the inside into the tightest corner on the circuit now. And here's the 09 of Miller getting onto his tail.
I was going to say, Miller's starting to sneak up there. He's in that catbird seat, watching those two qualifying positions right in front of him. And Pudia, a little off pace there, gets a little unsettled off that jump. Trying to catch back up to Watson. Here comes Miller. Miller too hot in there, didn't get on the binders in time.
Oh, that's a 23 Dickerson out of nowhere.
And that's the way Brock works. Now you see me, now you don't.
Now you see me in your mirror, now you don't. Next thing you know, he's in front of you, kicking dirt all up into your eyes. Dickerson leading out Miller, Minder, Carr. As they're still trying to chase Alan Impudia and Elliott Watson up ahead. We ride on of our Racecraft TV drone.
Great shot there as they chase him around.
It's through the dust and all the smoke and mirrors, but Brock Dickerson, man, up 4 spots on that start. As
He's on
Empudia
the move.
still trying to get some work on Watson. I feel like this final corner is a little bit of a sour spot for Alan Empudia, as he's just been struggling through there as the competition caution has been called as they go halfway.
All right, time to re-rack and restack the field. Here we go.
Re-rack, restack, catch your breath. It's only 6 lap heats, but my goodness.
It happens fast.
Yeah, so a little bit of a rundown through the field. Elliott Watson started in first, stayed at first. Alan Empudia jumped up 1 spot into second place. Brock Dickerson sitting in third. Trey Miller fell down 2 spots, as well as Shaden Zane Minder. Chase Carr up 5 spots from where they started, followed by David Gasper, Caden Danbury, and Brady Shiramonte up 4 spots as well. Trey Hernquist fell back 5 places after a very rocky start, being turned around off the opening jump, followed by Jake Hill and Brooke Perfect.
Again, top 2 do go to the main event. Everybody else is going to go to the LCQ here.
And anyone who goes to the LCQ, if they get a top 5, they will be going back into the main event. And the main event is 16 laps.
Actually, I have 12 laps.
12 laps, okay. I knew it was either 12 or... And they're making contact already. And we got a truck upside down immediately. That's Caden Danbury.
Ooh, he's doing the big flip there in the back of the field. That's pretty much going to end his day. He does the turtle.
Upside down, sizzling around, and that is Caden Danbury's race over. And here's what happened. They're all stacking up, and on the restart, you get to see everyone, and then this big pile up right there, just getting absolutely shunted into by the, I'm trying to see who that was. I think that might have been the 73 or Brayden Shiramonte. It was Brayden. Oh my goodness, what's happened to the 09? Everything's gone wrong here.
Yeah, Miller having a tough one too as he slides all the way
Dickerson
back.
got past Empudia.
And it looks like now Dickerson making the chase in that Baja Designs back machine, trying to chase down a Watson.
Shaden Zane Minder dancing on the tail. Look at this fight. All these trucks all with each other. Minder going wide. Down the inside goes Chase Carr. Carr up 7 spots.
Carr definitely on the move here. And Pudia trying to get to the inside there at Dickerson. Door to door they come around here. Ooh, trying to get that nose in on him.
Elbows out. Here comes Carr. Getting a little bit busy on the bumpers. And Pudia early switch back. Too early, though. Here comes Carr around the outside. Carr gets the elbow showed. He gets stuck onto the berm.
Yeah, Pudia showed a lot of speed as he came around. You saw that rear end just kind of swagger. And that's where he was just losing traction.
And this is the fight for the
got
final
off the
transfer
throttle.
spot, too.
Yep. And Pudia now having to go the LCQ as it looks like Dickerson trying to hold on with 2 laps. Let's see what's going to happen. A little net code there. You see Chase Carr, a little contact with Empudia. Back to Minder, sitting there watching it all unfold.
It's my new
Yeah,
favorite
Pudia,
corner right
ooh.
in iRacing. Woohoo! Sideways off the start, and there's Empudia down the inside. Big contact with Dickerson.
I've literally seen Kyle and Duke sideways in the ear on that one, setting up for that turn. Just pointed straight.
More bad news for Dickerson. Shaden Zane Minder down the inside and gets ahead. And now Empudia and Chase Carr battling out for the final transfer spot in second place. And that's Empudia down the inside. Carr gets a big shunt.
A little bit of contact, trying to force your way in there. Look totally clean to me as they go around. Carr trying to make a move. Empudia flicks to the left. Dickerson back to 5th place now. Watson with that white flag out, looking for that checker but I think this fight's not over between Carr and Pudia. Carr trying to look up to the inside. Will he have the speed up? Pudia takes a bad bounce. Oh!
What a move and what a block by Chase Carr. Up into second place, up 9 spots.
I'll tell you what, those motocross skills of Chase Carr coming into play.
Here comes Pudia. Pudia's made this move thousands of times already. Down the inside, getting his elbows out, trying to force Carr out of the way, but Shane Insane Minder breaks the fight away.
And Pudia left that door wide open as he bounced to the outside, carrying a little bit too much speed there. Minder able to sneak in there, but look at this, and Pudia answers back on Dickerson. Now he's set again on Minder. Minder in that 3rd spot. He knows that right now Carr is getting close to that checkered flag.
Carr's away. Carr's away. They can't catch him unless something happens in the next corner. Brock Dickerson is trying to do a little bit of lawn mowing right there. Chase Carr is going to finish in 2nd place, and the heat goes to Elliott Watson.
And I'm getting confused. Watson always ran that number 3, the Intimidator number, and now he's running 24, which used to be Bradley Morris's number, which we were very familiar with.
As Chase Carr and Elliott Watson park it up right there. Carr, an amazing performance, up 9 spots to get
That was a
up
great
there.
heat race.
That was up there with the best heat race I've ever seen.
And you know the cool thing about it, Bark River bringing an all new dimension to the iRacing short course, adding the 4th stop now, really shaking it up here. Let's see if the masters of other tracks are going to become the masters or the puppets tonight.
Yeah, and he made his debut last week under a different number. He's back under his own number 500. Titus Sherlock will be started up there on pole position, followed by Ethan Ebert, Cade Martin, Thomas Grady, Nick, Rob Fogel, George Lamosas, Hunter Carpenter, Franklin Monak, G3 Argos, Connor Berry, Trenton Briley, and Chris Newer. I do not believe Connor is driving, so 11 trucks on the grid, and it is official. This is the first ever standing start in iRacing short course history.
Other than Crandon.
Other than Crandon. But Crandon's designed to have a standing
Bark
start.
River, they'll do it. They'll do it at Bark River also. It's very well known for the Midwest to do standing starts.
Yeah, Bark River. Yeah. Standing starts are great. I'm a fan of standing starts. Land rush starts are kind of cooler, though.
It's definitely everybody buying for that one little thread the eye of the needle.
Yeah, and I've seen so many craziness on standing starts, motocross standing starts, the road course standing starts that you think, oh, really, starts are a bit safer. No, they are not. I've had a few bad rolling start incidents in USF 2000. St. Petersburg second race back in 2013, massive crash, and it's also how I got my first podium, so I'll take that. And then
I remember we tried this once in Lucas.
the standing start.
Yeah, they nixed it very quickly.
Yeah, it feels like it just gives a few people a little bit of a better advantage. Well, as we sit back here, the 5 red lights are coming on, and it's go, go, go! Very delayed start from the 07 of Martin. And they're 4 wide immediately as they come over the jump, 2 rows deep. Ebert takes the lead, followed by Titus Sherlock.
And another name I'd be shocked to say that was in this, Ebert, always a quick qualifier, having to fight his way through the heat races. Sherlock trying to battle for that top position with him. So he's got it by a nose coming around.
Oh, he's got it much more by a nose. He had a great line through there in that Cadillac truck.
He literally just got 4 positions, gapping him within about 100 feet.
Oh, who's that upside down? Who's that upside down? It's
I'm going to say that.
Rob Fogel.
Rob Fogel.
And nailed it. Rob Fogel in that number 3. Don't get confused now.
That's why Watson doesn't have the number 3.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Back to our leaders. Sherlock, Ebert, Martin, Grady, our top 4 staying the same. But look at this. Trenton Briley. An amazing start. Up 6 spots in 1 lap.
That's another driver I was shocked to see to go to a heat race.
Oh my goodness, he just tried to go over him.
Trying to come down on Grady there. Grady trying to chase down Martin. Luckily, no damage to either truck there. Oh, Briley with a hard hit. Loses a little bit of control, goes out into the marbles.
Trying to hold around the outside of that 53 of Hunter Carpenter. Carpenter getting the elbows out, forcing him out wide. My goodness.
Yeah, Carpenter's getting there and filling that spot, trying to take that line away from him. Very smart drive there.
Little bumper action.
I think Briley just said, "Excuse me, I'm getting the shoehorn out."
I don't think the shoehorn's gonna be enough here. He needs the entire crowbar. Another big shot right there.
And I think that was the crowbar he was trying to pull out.
Yeah, he's gonna give him a few more shunts though. But here comes Carpenter. Give it a piece of his own medicine.
That's step for step, turn for turn. You gotta love it. That's good racing.
You race me one way, I'm gonna race you the other way.
But how about this? Titus Sherlock up front. Loving that elite yellow and black, the Stinger.
Yeah, Elite Esports and that beautiful, absolutely beautiful Texas flag on there.
Yeah, of course, he
Slightly
lives now in
biased.
Texas. Hey, he's from San Diego originally. We're just loaning him to you. No, just kidding.
And we're gonna take him. Well, as competition caution is out, Titus Sherlock stays in the lead. Followed by Ethan Ebert, Cade Martin, and Thomas Grady. Hunter Carpenter jumps up 2 spots into 5th place. Trenton Briley up 5 spots into 6th, followed by G3 Argos and Chris Newer. George Lamosas had that incident at the start. Franklin Monak, Rob Fogel went into the pit lane after being upside down. He's back out there on track. And Connor Berry is not in this race of this 11-car grid.
Of course, one of our admins there, Chris Newer. Big thanks to him and Sparko.
And we should be coming back to green over this jump. Here we go!
Titus puts the loud pedal down. Look at this.
Good line from Ebert. Ebert can get his nose inside of there on Titus. And it's a very easy track to cut that corner right there. There's no barrier on the apex.
No, there's not. You can see they're hanging that left wheel, trying to get it on there, touching a little grass.
And the
of course,
grass.
these 4-wheel drives.
I need to say something about the iRacing grass. It's a little bit more grippy than the dirt.
As it is in real life. Nothing better going into a fresh green field with that little grass and the dirt, give you that extra traction.
The thing on Bark River, though, is on some of these important corners, they have a entire berm made out there. You can see them dipping the wheels into the grass right there on that apex. Get them off for a great line right there as Sherlock and Ebert, both of them having massive leads.
It looks like Sherlock's starting to pull away a little bit from Ebert. Something must have clicked there for Sherlock, that's for sure. Ebert trying to chase him down there. Then you go back to Martin and Carpenter battling back there for 3rd place, followed by Grady, Argaris, Monak, looks like Briley, Newer, and Rob Fogel.
Oh,
Ooh,
there's
Newer
this
going
new
back.
Rob Fogel and Newer.
Yep.
Careful, Rob. You might be getting a penalty for that. And this
Didn't
is for,
quite see.
Well, we're about to see right now. Here is on board of Chris Newer. Oh, and Chris just hit that. Oh, this is just a mistake on Chris. And here comes
Yeah, it looks
Rob.
like he clipped the K-rail.
Oh,
Oh, excuse me.
pardon me.
Chris just looks like he clipped that K-rail there.
Yeah, that's all. Rob, you're fine. And,
Ebert trying to reel in Sherlock, though. He's actually caught up a little bit to him with 2 laps to go. White flag will be coming out.
They fly over this jump, and look how straight Sherlock is getting over that jump. A little bit sideways.
Looking very smooth. Looking very smooth, though.
Yeah, but definitely not sideways as Ebert gets a good line down low. Side by side for the lead.
So fighting before the white flag. Ebert usually waits that last couple laps before he really turns it on.
He's going to swing it around the outside right here, setting himself up for the tightest corner on the circuit.
Beautiful move, set him up to the inside, but look at this. Sherlock outside, back to the inside.
Sherlock's through the berms. Sherlock's going to hold it, but here comes Ebert off the exit. Ebert's going to sneak it down to the inside and into the lead. White flag in the air.
I think Bark River offers some of the best racing we're going to see all season long.
Ebert cleverly missing that bump as he stays ahead of Titus Sherlock in that Cadillac. Side by side for the lead here as they jump over the berms. As our camera's positioned behind a post for some reason. And no, that's not Luis.
El Poste. All right, look at this. Ebert goes outside. Sherlock to the inside. Oh, they're beating and banging.
Sherlock's turning straight into Ebert. Ebert's turning into Sherlock. Ebert getting Sherlock pitchforked out of there.
That is textbook battling. That is just perfect, door to door. Nobody's trying to spin each other out to better their position. They're literally throwing door to door there.
Well, we're going to see 3 more door to doors very soon as we have 3 corners left. Ebert, Sherlock, both these drivers, if they stay like this, they will be heading into the final heat. But I think pride is in the air for both these drivers. They want to win this, and it's going to be going to Ethan Ebert. Wow.
So Ebert's going to qualify along with Titus Sherlock.
As a Carpenter.
Carpenter. Yeah, Grady. Oof.
Big names. Big names being put into the LCQ, and only 5 drivers from the LCQ will make it through. So
I mean, I'm surprised Lamosis, Briley. I mean, some drivers that have been doing really well, and Bark River's really changing it up.
And speaking of LCQ, we are at our LCQ right now, so we thought we were going to have 3 heats tonight. A little bit of math happened, and iRacing said, nope, 2 heats, have fun. So Shaden Minder will be starting up on pole in this LCQ, followed by Hunter Carpenter, Alan Ampudia, Thomas Grady, and Jake Hill. You want to be in the top 5 to get into the final, followed by G3 Argos, Brock Dickerson, Franklin Monak, David Gasper, Nick Rob Brandon Sharamonte, Chris Newer in 12th place, followed by Trey Hernquist, Cade Martin, Perfect, Trenton Briley, Caden Danbury, George Lamosas, Terry Miller, and Connor. With Terry Miller at the end of the grid, Connor Berry getting his, just getting his mention as usual. As my timing screen has gone absolutely crazy.
That's okay. I think we can figure this one out here. The LCQ.
There we go. 5 to go. 4 laps to racing. Green, green, green. And it's go, go, go. Carpenter gets a great start. Shaden St. Minder fell asleep as the lights went out. And already we're off to a mess of trucks.
Carpenter out front with Minder looking to the inside there. Ampudia.
Ooh, Minder, big shot down low. And speaking of big shot, Ampudia took a big shot from G3 Argos. Look at the amount of trucks going on right now.
Kyra is trying to move his way up through there into a qualifying position there.
Oh my
battling
goodness.
back there for 5th. Oh my goodness, is right.
3 wide, 4 wide. I don't know how many wide they're going. Oh my goodness, what a shot from G3 Argos. Is there 5 wide through the corner?
I don't think I've ever seen 5 wide through a corner like that. That is incredible. Nobody got spun out there. These guys are driving very clean tonight.
And we got a truck upside down. That's G3. No, that's Caden. Who is that? Is that Ruffalo?
Was that Martin?
I don't know.
Was that Martin?
It was G3 Argos. I got the camera on G3. There he is.
Argyros. Okay.
Oh,
Yep, like Iris. Sorry, George.
man. Back up front, Ampudia and Minder. We've seen this before, I believe. These two have been on each other all night. Ampudia.
It's Carpenter and Pudia right now.
Yeah, Minder is off in a different county.
Yeah. Minder's like, hey, boys, fight it out behind me. That's fine. Let me run up front here. Only a couple laps to go still.
Oh, and Pudia got a bad shot off the berm. It's gone slow. Here's the 576 trying to make a little move on him.
Yeah, it looks like Cheramani coming up there to the inside.
Yeah, Sharamonte and Gasper. Both of them. Oh, and Pudia just shoot the mood right there, but not the where you want to go. He went backwards.
It's so funny. I mean, watching these guys go back. Look at this. Cheramani shoots right up. And then Ampudia answers back. And oh!
Gasper out of nowhere.
Gasper trying to pinch him.
Oh, and Ampudia gave him a shot. And Gasper turns him. And Ampudia getting into more drivers. That was Tyler Sherlock that he hit. No, that was not Sherlock. That was Hernquist.
No, I was going to say Sherlock went to the main event.
It was the 500 and the 501. There was a 5 and then a 0, and I just substituted the 1 numbers, okay?
I'm going with Hernquist.
It was Hernquist.
I'll take Hernquist for $501, please.
And that is wrong, as your answer was not in a question.
All right, Binder out front, just walking away. Carpenter battling with Cheramani, but look at this, a little bit deeper in the field.
And
Gasper and Trent Briley. Briley up to the inside.
oh, Grady's trying to hold that thing around the outside. Watch him on this switchback, though. He's going to have the speed down the inside on Briley. It's going to set him up well for this upcoming corner. But this is your battle for the final transfer spot with 2 laps to go. Big hit, and up and around goes Briley.
Whoa. Gotta wonder what's going to happen on that call there with Grady there.
I don't believe Grady is going to be getting away cleanly from that.
It's unfortunate because he was driving really good there until that point. It's unfortunate to see that happen. Briley and him are having a good battle.
Oh my goodness, there's a truck go upside down. That's Franklin Monak.
Monak landing on that one wheel stand there in the unicorn.
Yeah, it looks like he's intimidating a dolphin on that jump. Fight for second, Carpenter, Sharamonte. Both of them dipping the wheels into the grass over the jump.
Tremonti looking for that. Oh, he looked for the outside inside there, but it looks like Monak.
Carpenter's gone wide.
Oh.
Here comes Sharamonte around the outside. He's made it work.
Tremonti's in the marbles.
Carpenter trying to get him on the switchback. Got a little shot down the inside. And off in the distance, that's Shaden Zane Minder. 5 seconds in the lead.
Flag.
Checker's not out yet.
I know, but we got Carpenter, Gasper, and Grady right now, the top 5.
But remember, Grady with that hit. We will not know what's going to happen with that.
Everything's unofficially official. Officially
Yes.
unofficial.
And unofficially official, officially the LCQ, official unofficial winner is Shaden Zane Minder. And joining him into the final is Brady Sharamonte, Hunter Carpenter, David Gasper, and Thomas Grady.
So leaving my house this morning, there's 4 trucks parked on the street, and they all said AM Ortega, which I thought was pretty cool. That would be Cheramoni's sponsor and grandfather.
Oh, wow. And
yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Of sponsors, I think it'd be a good time to thank our sponsors for the iRacing Short Course Series.
And a big shout out to CBR Performance Products. You're looking to make your ride the coolest ride out there. Well, CBR, it's got the radiator or the intercooler for you. Dirt Sports World, the voice of off-road motorsports. You want to know what's going down in the dirt? Check out dirtsportsworld.com. Sparco, Looking to be safe in your vehicle or just look good in your iRacing rig? Well, Sparco's got you covered. You know what? Summer's around the corner. Looking to get that impeller or that new propeller tuned up? Well, Signature Propeller is the one for you. And of course, what other way to light up the desert or the short course? Rigid Industries. And of course, don't forget, it's not clean.
It's super clean.
And of course, a big thanks to SunWest Supply Company. And always giving all that information to our drivers. They race around the track. AIM data.
I hope you enjoyed that. I had fun with that one. Full on lean back, just screaming it out there. As we're currently sitting in here, warm up. 3 minutes left for our drivers to warm up, cool down, get ready to go, get in the zone. This week has been a tough one for people in commentary positions because my idol for commentary, Murray Walker, unfortunately passed away at 97, and he's kind of like the person I looked after when I was looking into commentary, and I kind of based myself off of him. He's always hyper, he's getting into the zone all the time. I don't stand up like him. No, I don't do that.
You don't stand up and tap dance?
Nah, I used to, but then I got this new PC, and you know, the wires are not long enough to use my standing desk.
That's why I got the wireless headsets on.
Next thing you know, I'm just like, I just hear a little tap dancing from you in the background.
Well, that's why I got a desk. It goes from sitting to standing.
Oh, nice. Was that Thud you attempting that? Hey, he's actually tapped it. And another motorsports legend passed away today. Shipping Smits, the queen of the Nürburgring, unfortunately passed away. And as somebody who really likes the Nürburgring, that one is a big shocker because I've always wanted to drive at the Nürburgring whenever I visit Germany. But her episode on Top Gear when she took a van and did a sub 10 minute lap in a van. That
Pretty
is
incredible
impressive.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know we lost her. I didn't see that.
Yeah, lost her this morning. The official Nürburgring Twitter account tweeted that out, and I believe there might be a corner named after her. I'm not sure.
Very cool.
After that.
One of the highest speed tracks in the world.
And one of the scariest tracks in the world.
Yeah. Definitely has a pucker factor of 10.
Yeah, trust me. If you've driven iRacing and you're just like, I'm going to drive the Nürburgring. If you've never driven the Nürburgring, seen a video of the Nürburgring, this will understand the term track walk.
Yeah.
It's a very long track walk, 13 miles.
Well, we can watch this warm-up coming to a conclusion here in about 55 seconds now.
As one of the trucks forgets how to go straight. As
Minder looked like.
Yeah, I think that. No, I don't think that was Minder. That probably was
We got another powder blue one.
Yeah, I think Luke Knupp is in that powder blue one. It might have been Minder. Might have been.
Might have been.
Might have been. Not sure. There's El Poste. Seen him leading a group of drivers. He's currently sitting in third, so giving some of them a little bit of trick.
It's the warm up.
Yeah, it's a warm up, but hey, you know, if you're leading a little bit of a group, people can learn off of you.
So we're gonna have to find out with this race, of course, with qualifying. You know, pops up Knupp's lead just a little bit more. We're gonna see who's gonna be leading at the halfway point, but it comes down to
6.
You know, roughly.
Go. Oof. Oof. The 512 getting a big shot into the post. Not Luis.
That was Holden Heitritter.
Yeah, Heitritter it was. And, well, it's time for the main event. And Nicholas Dachalet will be starting up there on pole, followed by last week's winner, Zachary Trapkid. Holton Hyder will be starting third, followed by Luke Knupp, Keaton Swain, Mason Prater, Luis Ambarella, Darren Hardesty, Christopher Pumley, Aiden Irvin in 10th place, followed by Elliot Watson and Ethan Ebert in 12th. In 13th is Chase Carr, Titus Sherlock, Shannon Minder, Brady Sharamonte, Hunter Carpenter, David Gasper, and Trey Henquist. At the end of this 19-car grid, 12 laps are in store for us here. And it is looking like it's gonna be a beautiful day here at Bark River. What a time for a finale.
Well, I can tell you this is going to be an exciting one for sure. What great racing we had in the heat racing. I love to see these top qualifiers that came out of qualifying early on, now battling with these top dogs that came out of the heats and the LCQs. Now, we saw a lot of close battles here for sure, door to door. It got very physical out there in some of the heat racing. Let's see how it's going to play out here in the main event as we get ready to go. 12 laps here in Bark River, Michigan.
Now, I know we saw a lot of physical driving. Think that's going to carry over. Zach Trapkin, he's going after wins. He doesn't care what championship position you are. He is going to get up there. And he's got Nicholas Dachelet. Both these two drivers, not in the championship conversation at all. But look who is behind him in that second row. Holton Hyder and Luke Knupp.
And, of course, you can see that Knupp is in that fourth position. He was the top qualifier. It looks like the inversion was 4, which puts him on the outside of the second row there.
Yeah, and your championship contenders, side by side for this start.
Oh, I know. That's what's so. But you know what? With this lead that Knupp, they stay side by side till the end of the series like this. It's not going to do any better. So, Hyder's got to hope for something. Knupp's got to hope for something.
And Zachary Japkin is gonna be a headache for them. And Luke is probably thinking again.
Well, there's always got to be a little kink in the armor.
Well,
a little monkey in the wrench.
5 lights are on, and it's go, go, go here at Bark River. And Zach Drapkin gets a great start on Nicholas Dachelet. And immediately into the lead as Holden Harder and Luke Knupp make contact. Knupp is off! Knupp is off!
Knupp able to get back onto the dirt there as he gets pushed around. Knupp in the blue and white machine.
Down in 10th.
Our point leader.
Down in 10th place. Darren Hardesty and Luis Ambarella side by side. And El Poste trying to swing around the outside. We got a truck upside down. Luke Knupp's upside down. Luke Knupp is off the track again. And into the 36. This is not the race Luke Knupp wanted.
Well, I knew there was going to be a lot of carnage there, especially, you know, this is such a close proximity racing track. You know, the drivers are always door to door.
Oh my goodness, there's a car going backwards. Zachary Drapkin hit a car going backwards, and a red flag has been called. That was a car not involved in the race. There was a car that's driving backwards. That was the 53. What was he doing?
I am totally lost on what happened there. But I'm seeing a full restart with this one.
Yeah, there is definitely going to be a full restart. Everyone's stopping, and that shouldn't have happened.
I'm trying to figure out how it even happened.
Well, it was Hunter Carpenter just driving backwards around the circuit. I believe he might have missed the jump. And I'm not sure. Oh wait, I found a replay of Hunter Carpenter. Here's Hunter Carpenter on this replay. Coming over the jump, landed on top of a truck, gets turtled, and he flips onto the other side of the track right here.
Oh, that's what happened.
And here, he's not driving backwards. He's just trying to get back onto the track. And now he's trying to decide what to do. And unfortunately, Zachary Drapkin runs into him.
You can see it with the lack of commitment there. He went right, then he went left, and then the carnage ensued.
Well,
Absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy.
insane. Zach Drapkin is having a barbecue in the pits trying to get that fixed. As the field is stopped right now, who's in the lead?
All I know is
I would assume
our
Zachary Drapkin would be in the lead if they get his engine repaired. But this is the weirdest incident I've ever seen.
That's the first one for me. Well, you know that they're going to allow that to get go back, do that restart there. That is just crazy.
Yeah, that I have never seen anything like that. Let's ride on board of Hunter Carpenter. He gets an amazing jump right here, and he lands on top to 24. And let's get that Talladega Night shot going on. And then...
Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Do I go left? Do I go right?
Yeah,
I go left.
Oh, too far. And that hit immediately. This kills Drapkins. And you're going to see the entire field. Red flag was called. Everyone stopped where they were. And our admin team is going to be getting onto this right now as Zachary Drapkin is out of the pit lane and slowly making his way back up to the front of the grid. And I believe we're going to be having a competition yellow being called very soon so they can get the entire field sorted around. But, you know, we usually have our red flags at Wild Horse. But, you know, I think Wild Horse has a rival for red flags called.
This is a very unusual situation there with Carpenter and
Drapkin has just been dropped down to 17th now. I feel like the admins are trying to give him his lap back, and he's got his lap back now, but now that he's crossed the start-finish line, I think he might have cut the track there. He's being scored down to 17, so he's having to go around again. iRacing. Confusing. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's like mod carts.
Can you just do a circle around the flag, man?
Well, in real life you could, and all this would be behind us. In iRacing, you'd be like, you have to follow the rules. That's Nicholas Dachelet. He's gonna... Oh, they're all just gonna... They all are gonna just cut the track right here. Oh, Dachelet saw that. He's gonna go back onto the track. Alright, so everyone's restacking, as it would seem. But, currently labeled your leader is Keaton Swain.
It's going to be back to...
It should be back to Drapkin, but Drapkin is not scored in the lead as he cut across the track. And as he did that, he is a lap down. And at this point it's where I kind of want to go and turn on the race moderator audio right now. But I know the moment I do that, someone's going to drop a sensor bomb, and we're going to be canceled.
Well, you know what? We're just going to watch to see what unfolds here. It's all good. The admins know what they're doing. Connor and his team. You know, these kids have been real race car drivers in real life, so they know how to, you know, figure out things real well. They all got some good heads on their shoulders.
And speaking of figuring out things, like, some of these guys had an amazing start. Somebody's had a bad start, as we get a message from Zach Drapkin, who's joined us in the chat. I'm good, guys. Thanks, Zach.
Wait, he got his noodle rattled.
He's got his noodle rattled, and it was shaken, stirred, and now that is one scrambled pasta he's got. But, yeah. Noodle rattled. That is the weirdest incident I've ever seen in iRacing.
Yeah, it just, you could tell it's like he didn't know which way to go, and okay, I'll turn this way. Ah, crap, there's Zach.
So, speaking of noodle rattled, Championship Noodle has been rattled and spilled out of the bowl. Luke Kinnup is down in 15th. His championship rivals, Mason Prater and Holton Hyrader, are in 3rd and 4th.
Okay, let's just also say it's Luke Knupp, There's 11. There's going to be a full race pretty much to go again. There's a lot of time, a lot of carnage. And it looks like Carpenter's been pulled. He's out.
We got a quote from Hunter Carpenter. I got hit on the jump, landed on somebody, and didn't know where I was.
He got his head scrambled.
You and Zach Drapkin made an omelet. Y'all made an omelet. Didn't know it was possible.
You know what they say is they put that chocolate in his peanut butter.
Y'all made a recent peanut butter cup.
There you go.
Didn't know it was possible, but hey, we're making food bakery over here.
Or the old phrase, T-bone. It's not what's for dinner anymore.
But Hunter Carpenter and Zach. At first, I thought it was a little bit malicious, but when I saw Hunter just not decide where he was, it was immediately clear that he was just
you know
lost.
what? When you're watching the screen and you're flipping around and you land back up and you go into another track, it's like, wait a minute.
Where am I at?
What track am I? Do I go the other way?
Is this America? Am I in Mexico? Where am I? Do they drive on the right side? We both went there.
Yeah.
Zap Drapkin controlling the field ahead of Nicholas Dachelet, as I believe we're about to go back to green.
Drapkin hits the hammer down. Here we go, Swain.
21 of Swain immediately. There's Mason Prater trying to get down to the inside. Prater gets up into third place. I'm adding a place for everybody, and somebody just got pushed off. That's David Gasper off in the grass.
That looks like the Triple G there, Machine.
Yep, Gasper up there. Titus Sherlock, Nicholas Dachelet going a little bit slow. There's somebody turned around up there. It was not Luke Knupp. I thought it was, but no, that's Nicholas Dachelet getting turned all the way around as Zachary Drapkin leads out. Keaton Swain and Mason Prater, your top three, and there's Holton Hyrader in fourth.
And it looks like Hardesty followed by Sherlock, Ebert, Carr, Cheramani, Minder, Gasper, Arbula, Watson.
Look at Luke Knupp go!
Knupp already up 3 positions there. Up to 11th. Watson right behind Knupp. Watson in that multicolored Dayglow machine.
El Poste down low. El Poste posted it up on Knupp. We're 3 wide over the jump in our battle for 11th.
Arbula to the outside there as Knupp goes, look at this, Watson!
Oh!
Inside.
Knupp on the switchback on the inside of Amberula. And here's Watson trying to follow Knupp through here. This is the tightest corner on the circuit, and Amberula's got right up into the wall.
We're watching back here a little bit deeper in the field there of 11th, 12th, and 13th positions. We try to get back up towards that front with Drapkin here. Keeping an eye out. You see Sherlock there and Cheramani.
Mason Prater trying to catch up with Keaton Swain and Drapkin. And Prater's looking down the inside. Prater is the one that's 15 points down from Luke Knupp. And, oh, look at this. Prater's got an amazing gift right here. Wide goes Swain. Prater down low. Prater up into second. 15 points down on Luke Knupp. This would be amazing for both him and Holton Hyrader to close in on Knupp. Holton Hyrader is only 9 points away from Luke Knupp, who's sitting in 9th place. This will be a fantastic gift for this championship and close it up even more between the top 3.
Yeah, it's definitely going to make it tighter for sure, especially with Prater up there, you know, in 2 positions in front of Hyrader. Knupp, though, up to 9th place now.
El Poste off into the wall, down into 14th.
Off the El Poste.
That was bad. It was true, but bad.
There were faults.
The pun was there. I'll give you that. Knupp going wide.
Canuck still sitting back in ninth place there. Watson dropping back to 12, battling there for 12th position there. Looks like Irvin, that's by him.
Sharamonte giving a good
Oh,
defensive position on Luke Canup. Canup getting his nose in there. Canup on the inside of Sharamonte. Canup up into 8th place.
And now he's got Hardesty.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Mason Prater and Zachary Draken. Prater holding it around the outside. Prater setting it down to the inside. Zap Draken, though, using the berm to his advantage. Just like you do at Wild Horse Pass. Getting his way to keep into the lead.
Looks like a little bit of contact there with the right rear fender on the K-rail. Didn't affect him. Prater still in position behind him. But look at this. Keaton Swain equally spaced back.
Swain's watching this. And remember, they have a competition caution next lap.
Ooh, it's going to be tight. This is going to be crazy.
Oh, man. This race is already crazy. And it's about to get even crazier. Zap Draken, the person who has made an omelet, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, 8 scrambles for breakfast, just still in the lead.
The peanut butter mix.
Oh, but it goes wide. Here's Mason Prater. He wants a piece of that peanut butter cup. Mason Prater over the jump. But Zap Draken down low. Prater. Oh, he got held up right there by Draken.
Draken to the inside there. Prater now tries to get to the inside there. Again, outside, inside, inside, outside. Here comes Prater looking to dive around. He'll have that inside line coming around, but he can't make it stick.
Oh.
Hold on to it.
Competition.
Crazy.
Caution is out. Now, I believe.
Ooh, this could be.
Wait.
Did I not say?
No.
This is going to be the tightest racing that we've seen.
It is going to be the tightest racing that we've seen. The competition caution should be coming out right now. But they're still racing. Did they use their competition caution from that stop earlier?
I don't know. Maybe the admins may have made a call there. We will see. But Dropkin and Pater still going toe-to-toe.
Oh, Drapkin holding it on the outside. He was two-wheeling it right there and gets pushed into Prater. Here comes Keaton Swain down the inside.
Prater just saved that race for Zach Drapkin. Look at this. Prater, big run on the outside, keeping Keaton Swain in that third position. But here comes Holden Heidritter, now trying to get into the mix there with Swain.
Holden Heidritter looking for some good championship points. 9 points away from Luke Canup. A good race here. Even a win will probably give Heidritter the lead of the championship.
Well, look at this, though. Canup, though, up to 7th place.
But there's no trucks around him. If there isn't a competition caution, there is a competition caution. Here we go. 1 lap later, Canup still has a chance to save his championship lead. And this recovery drive by Canup, after that absolutely horrific lap 1, this is a great drive by Luke. Great recovery.
This restart's going to be everything.
Indeed. Well, they're going to run y'all down the field. Zachary Drapkin up in the lead, followed by Mason Prater, up 4 spots. Followed by Keaton Swain, Holton Heidritter, Ethan Ebert, and Titus Sherlock. They started right next to each other, up 7 and 8 spots. Followed by Luke Canup, Darren Hardesty, Brandon Sharamonte, Shannon Zane Minder, Elliot Watson, and Aiden Irvin. Luis and Ernesto Ambarala, Dachelet and Chase Carr, Gasper, Carpenter, Plumley, and Hernquist. All these guys are 1 lap down or out of this race. As we're coming to the money time, 5 laps to go. Zachary Drapkin has the call on the green flag, and we're going to give it over to Dave.
All right, as they come around, Drapkin holding. Green, green, green. As they come around here, Drapkin, Prater on the inside, trying to push it around. Swain back in third with Ritter. Knupp trying to force his way up. He was up to fourth, now back to seventh. Here we go. Ritter holding on that fourth position with Hardesty and Ebert. But Drapkin and Prater, toe to toe, door to door, wheel to wheel. Oh, Drapkin's going to hold on to the lead.
What a hold by Drapkin. Prater had the nose on him off the exit, but Drapkin just had the speed.
And boy, those hard hits, look out, it settles the trucks. And those guys are just right on point.
Over to El Poste corner as they fly through the jump.
I love these switchbacks as they come around, and also the big jump off settles the truck here. Here's this bump that always screws them up when they come out of this turn. Right there, there's three rhythms.
Oh, and Drapkin got a big hit from Swain. Swain's down the inside. Swain is into the lead. Keaton Swain is leading this race, but Drapkin around the outside. Gets a shot to Keaton Swain, but Keaton Swain in the 21 up into the lead.
They're trying to go low on the inside of Drapkin. Here comes Ritter back in there trying to get into the fight. But it's Keaton Swain like you called. Oh, there's a Drapkin goes back into the lead. Can you believe it?
How did he do that? He was sideways, vertically, through that corner. And Swain's off into the berm. Keaton Swain's down into third. Comes back around, gets a little side shot from Mason Prater. Prater up into second place. And Holton Ritter sitting in fourth. What is going on? And Luke Knupp is in fifth.
Told you keep an eye on Knupp there, but also Ritter and Prater are points, the top three in points there. Swain, a little bit of a spoiler with Drapkin.
The biggest spoiler.
I talk about flying your ointment.
And let me tell you, if Drapkin gets a win here, that would be 2 wins in a row for the 56, and he will be over the moon.
I think Mason Prater is trying to put an end to that there, but Drapkin trying to drive as smooth as he can, hit all of his marks. Swain back to third place now with Ritter. Knupp in fifth, Ebert in sixth, Hardesty seventh, Chiramani in eighth, Sherlock ninth, and Binder rounding out our top 10.
Knupp.
Oh.
He's had a day. He's missing the entire right side of his truck.
Trying to find the speed. We're going to just keep that clip to the inside.
Now that dirt being kicked up, you can see the top 5 all in one shot. Where else do you see this on iRacing except for here on iRacing Short Course? Ritter gets a big bump off the side. Ritter's in the sky. Ritter into fifth. And big incident.
Oh,
Ebert.
Nice recovery, spins it around. Trying to get his speed back up there.
Knupp into fourth now after Ritter had that little bit of an off. Mason Prater just needs to get more positions, just get ahead of Knupp. A little bit of a jab from Prater onto Drapkin, but Drapkin, he knows how to hold the speed around the outside right there. And oh, contact between them. Prater took a bad shot off the exit. Prater's got the inside line. Drapkin's got the outside line. Side by side, white flag in the air.
Here we go, off the off-camera jump. Once again, a little contact in the air. Drapkin able to hold on to it. Prater trying to make the run up there with Swain in tow. Prater looking for that daylight to the inside, but that left front tire, Drapkin, is keeping that door just slightly ajar. Prater trying not to take out Drapkin.
Prater wants this, but look who wants it as well. Keaton Swain getting onto the bumper of Mason Prater. Swain could be the biggest dark horse in all of this. And you can see just entering the slot, there's Luke Knupp at 77. He's getting onto the inside of the Keaton Swain. Knupp trying to get into third. Knupp into third. Knupp over the jump. Knupp down low. Knupp, 3.
Just happened.
That just happened. He rides with Golden Boy on the front of his helmet in real life, and he's certainly looking like a Golden Boy here today. But 2 weeks in a row, the 56 takes the win here at Bark River.
Jason Prater's going to round out or get that second spot with Luke Knupp rounding out our box here tonight.
Holton Heirider
Oh,
finishes
wow.
in 5th.
Keaton Swain right in front of them in 4th.
Oh.
Drapkin has got to be beside himself right now.
Drapkin is over the moon. Heck, he's over the moon. He's on Mars right now.
Oh, boy, look at this. The donut shops have been opened up. Drapkin looking to get a Winchell's franchise out of this one.
Well, here are our feature race full-on results. By half a second, Zachary Drapkin takes the win ahead of Mason Prater, who closes up his gap to Luke Knupp, who finishes in 3rd. Just barely. The championship points are closing in. But Luke Knupp, recovery drive of the century. He was last at the end of lap 1. And he powered his way up into 3rd. Followed by Keaton Swain, Holton Heirider, Darren Hardesty, Braden Shiramonte, Aiden Irvin, Nicholas Dashalet, Shaden Minder, Titus Sherlock, Ethan Ebert, Elliot Watson, Luis Ambarella, Chase Carr, David Gasper, Christopher Plumley, and Hunter Carpenter, who I believe has got himself a map for next round.
Or at least a compass.
A map, a compass, a GPS system. As Zachary Drapkin is having the time of his life. He's hopping, he's jumping, he's doing all sorts of things. But I believe we need to talk to our first driver first. Started last at the end of the red flag. The driver red flag. The race stopped and powered his way up into 3rd to save his championship fight. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Knupp, also known as Golden Boy for going by your real-life helmet, and for going by your real-life helmet. Luke, how did you do that?
I kind of held my breath the whole time. I didn't know really what was happening.
Breathe.
Half the
You
time.
need to breathe.
Well, in that race you can't really, because half the time you can't even see where you're going because the new dust. That was a blast. Definitely not the start I wanted. But I knew there was a long race and put my head down. Had the fast lap as well, so that's gonna be nice to have. And kind of just drove my race and then made passes when I felt like it was smart. Didn't really make contact, and then made that pass in the last lap on Keaton. So really fun.
It certainly looked like you were having a time out there. It looked like you were playing in the playground at times.
It was wild.
Yeah, I'm speechless on how you did that. Because when we first saw that, we thought your championship fight was going to be this 1-point deal. It did close up. You did it because you know him better than I do.
I was like, you watch him. Okay, now he's up to 9th. Okay, now look at him. He's up to 5th place. Okay, all right, look at him now in 4th. Uh-oh. Watch out, Keaton Swain.
Yeah, the track is so much fun. I haven't really come from the back, so I learned how to make passes, and I found that section after the whoops was a really good spot if you could keep it tight, because everyone was kind of fading up to the cushion, and I found that the inside was a little bit faster, and used some lines that I found in practice to help me out, and it definitely helped coming from, I think it was 18th, 3rd.
It was back there.
Wow, I think 17th actually.
Yeah, 17th. You did have Hunter Carpenter to thank for one position.
I thank him for causing the red flag.
Wow.
But super fun.
We bow to you. Good job, man.
I had it in the back of my head after that whole wreck that championship was just slipping away, and I managed to reel it back in and only lose a tiny bit of points going into next week or in a couple weeks last round. So super stoked, and just can't thank my sponsors: Rocket Racing Setups, Ultra Wheels, Rigid Industries, Diamondback Materials, Geyser Bros, my dad, HJC Desert Squadron, Race Driven Designs, the whole team. They put in a lot of work and it showed again. So super fun.
Well, congrats, Luke. You have yourself a great night. Remember to breathe, because oh my goodness.
Hopefully
And-
I'll breathe a little bit next week.
All
I
right.
just gotta say, awesome job.
Thank you, Dave.
Wow, awesome.
Another driver who had an awesome job today. He fought himself for every championship point to close down that 15-point gap between him and Luke Knupp. It's gone down as he finished in second place today. Ladies and gentlemen, standing by with Dave Arnold, Mason Prater.
Mason, an incredible race for sure. I'm sure the tension was there, but talk about the close racing action we saw here in Bark River, especially as close between you and Keaton Swain and Zach Drapkin.
It was a really close race from start to finish. I knew coming here for the first time ever in iRacing short course that we'd have some of the best battles, and me and Zach both put our money on that this would be the best battle of the year, and I would have to agree with him on that.
Yep.
Me and him ran really clean. I was super impressed with the whole entire field in general. Me and Zach back and forth, side by side the whole entire time. I finished with 2x, and that was from the start and not from him. So super happy with that output, and it was just a great race overall. I'm really happy. I got my first pole in iRacing short course history over last 2 years, even though last year I won a championship, never had a pole. So always something new for tonight. I was pretty pumped on that, and still happy with the second place. It was good for points. I beat Luke and I beat Holden. So what more could I ask for?
You got it. That was definitely a great one. But I mean, talk about, you've ridden this track in real life.
Yeah, I haven't driven here just yet, actually. But
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We do get to go there sometime
Crandon.
this year. Yeah, we did Crandon ERX, but
Yeah,
I do get
right.
to go there sometime this. I do get to go here sometime this year, so I'm really looking forward to that. And just driving on here on iRacing makes it just that much more like an experience. Because I mean, I'm gonna be running on here for a few months, and then I'm gonna get to go there, run the real thing, and I'm super duper pumped for that.
Well, that's what's so cool about iRacing. Adding this is going to really help you in that run at Champ Off Road.
Yeah, that was one of the big things with Crandon. Was when it first came out, I had been to Crandon in the Pro Light, so I kind of had a little bit to work off of, a little bit of the lines I could look at, and just I knew the track layout. And then I think it's gonna be the opposite for here. Now that I know the layout of Bark River, I can kind of tell what it's gonna do, and it's gonna be a big help for me.
Well, it's so awesome. I got to say, what an incredible race. I know Keaton Swain was giving you a lot of pressure, but your eyes were set on Zach.
Yeah, I was pushing him basically the whole entire race. Me and Keaton, we got through turn one and all that really clean, so I was pretty pumped with that. And me and him, we ran good, we ran clean the whole entire time. As soon as I got by Keaton, I put my eyes down, and then I had that caution come out, and I'm like, this could be my chance. And then he got a good start, I got a decent start, and I mean, other than that, we were just back and forth.
Yeah, awesome racing. And I know there's a lot of great sponsors behind you to make this possible.
Oh yeah, I can't thank Prater Racing, Rocket Racing, Voodoo Graphics, PPG, Ryan, Ruth, and all the guys at the go-kart track that I'm always out there running. iRacing Short Course, CBR, AIM, Sparko, and everybody else. Thank you very much.
One question. Are we going to see some of the gas races?
I don't know about racing them, but I'll definitely be out there to come out there and support my friends.
That's awesome. I'd like to see you out there at least. Maybe I'd like to see you on the track, but if I see you in person, I'm excited to see that.
Yep, hopefully I definitely will be out there for some of them just to hang out, but hopefully we can make it out to some of them to race.
Awesome. Well, Mason, good job tonight. Second place on the box, and going to make it tight.
Yep, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Mason Prater. But there's one driver who was the story from start to finish. And some ways better and good, and some ways not in the best way. But, well, not in the best way is a weird statement. More of the, you became an omelet today, Zach.
Oh, I was definitely scrambled there on that little jump.
We're watching the replay right now.
Was he the peanut butter or the chocolate? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Which one were you? Were you peanut butter or the chocolate, or was it just a smoothie?
Well, I can't really explain that. I feel like I was the strawberry. I wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know why I was there, and I don't know how I came out of that for the win after going to the pits and all that. The guy that did flip me, he totally apologized. I watched the thing. He was all over the place. It wasn't his fault. When you're off the track, though, you stop. You don't keep on moving. So
Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I go right?
Oh.
Let's go left.
I totally shimmy there. I was like left, right. Oh, I'm going into him. And then at that point, I'm just like, go through him at one point. So, wow, what a race!
It certainly was a race, and what even better is, this is 2 weeks in a row.
Oh
You
yeah,
came home with a win.
I'm not really a Cooper Webb fan, but I feel like Cooper Webb right now. If we just keep on doing this, we
Oh,
might
yeah.
actually bring home a champion. Because, wow, these guys, Mason kept me on my toes this race. In between going back and forth and just battling, it was gnarly. It was a complete race that I did not. Just from the start, it was wow. I can't even express myself going 2 for 2 or 2 in a row. It's hopefully we can do it again in the next race, and then. I don't think we're in the championship fight, but it feels good to be able to do something and come home with a win again.
Now, you said last week that you were going for the win no matter what. I'm pretty sure you made your staple here tonight that you were definitely going for the win no matter what.
Oh yeah, it's win or nothing. But I gotta respect my guys a little bit. Mason, I knew I'd run him a little bit cleaner tonight. Luke too, because I did feel bad. Well, we'll make some feelings, so we'll stay out of it. But wow, holy! I just can't believe we brought home a win. After I'll be honest, I did not run this tune at all. It is a fixed tune. I did not run the stock tune once this whole entire week. So I've been running my custom tune because I've been working with it and just trying to get fast with it. And I did not expect this basic default tune to be this fast. It made me work for it. I was adjusting brake bias throughout the race, clicking things right, front brake bias, rear brake bias. When Mason got by me, I was actually on neutral brake and it locked all 4 wheels. I'm like, oh, there goes the wall. So the little stuff we can do definitely makes a difference. Adjusting brake bias throughout the race definitely helped. Having Braden in my ear and David, I don't know where he went, but having Braden talk me through it, even though he was battling, he was still watching me and keeping my head straight. I can't talk to you guys. I'm just so pumped right now. I'm looking forward to next week now, especially being the first week at Bark River. To bring home the first win at Bark River is amazing. I know one thing, I'm going. In the next season in the Pro Buggy, I'm going here because we're going to repeat.
Was that not the closest racing you've had? Though? I mean, this one was constantly door to door.
Especially with Connor. Connor switched the track up a little bit. He made it 40%, so it made it not one line. We really had to drive into the corners at different sections. If you guys watched in turn 2, the big sweeper, I was running a really far outside line and Mason was running the bottom, and it was just showing that he was way faster from turn 1 to 3 before we went over the sky jump, and then he comes in and and then I got a little bit more speed going out the rest of the track. But it just shows the driver differences here are enormous. God, I need to stop talking. I'm gonna start messing up again.
It's all right. Well, congratulations. I got to say that. Awesome race. And I think a little redemption after people said some things last week. And now you just backed it up with another win.
Oh, yeah. I'm so pumped, you guys. I couldn't even say anything. I think I'm repeating myself. But let's go to the sponsors here because I'm nothing without them. All these guys back me up. They always support me. It's everything to have these guys that, even in virtual reality, we're able to have the best sponsors in the world. Lost my list. Signature Pellers, Hill Marine, the whole Hill family. Those guys are the best. Chad, Jake raced tonight. We're gonna get him fast. I gotta get him in the name again. Redline Oil for always being the best oil in the business. My Pro 4 and my Pro Buggy runs cool all weekend, all night long. Lawrence Equipment, Fab Tech, April and Dave Winter, Weddle, McMullen Transaxles, Competitive Edge, Ambush Esports, CBR, Connor for hosting the league, and Bronson for adminning the league, and everybody that does everything. Both of you guys in the booth, you guys saw me jump in halfway after my crash, and I was just like, well, let's see what these guys are talking about. So that was kind of fun. Adam Grinder and the whole Big O Tires team, He just sent me some Pro Buggy tires for the season. We got some great American short course coming up April 10th and 11th at Victorville Fairgrounds. Hopefully we can bring home another win there, because that was my last place I got the win in the Pro Buggy. 92 Designs, Sparko, I run the shirt. God, I'm gonna aim Braden, Ricky, and David, and happy St. Patrick's Day, you guys. To fellow Ginger, to everybody.
All right, thank you, Zach. You have yourself a very happy St. Patty's Day back, and have a great night, man.
Thanks, guys. I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, get some sleep, Dave. Man, this is the latest we've ever ran this series.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. That's great. Well, it's only 8:50 here for us on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's 10:50 over here in Texas, and I gotta tell you, oh my gosh.
Well, all I can say is, folks, in Austin, we'll see you all in the virtual dirt. And Austin, good night. Night.
Good night, everybody. Hope you have a good day, and we'll see you next week.
Let's get ready to rumble. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
This Racecraft TV stream is brought to you by Artesian Builds. Artesian builds high-quality custom PCs made to order for a low price. Contact Artesian Builds today to get started on your own custom PC as low as $64 a month. All Artesian builds are made live on stream. You can watch your builds and talk to the builders live at twitch.tv/Artesian Builds. For more information about Artesian Builds, check the link in the description.